Once upon a time, in a small village called Sunderpur, there lived a beautiful girl named Ananya. She was 20 years old. Ananya had big brown eyes and long black hair. Her family was poor, but they lived happily together in a small mud house near the fields. Every morning, Ananya helped her mother cook food and clean the house. In the evenings, she loved sitting under the banyan tree, reading old books and dreaming about a better life. One day, during the village fair, Ananya met a young man named Arjun. Arjun was tall, handsome, and polite. He belonged to a rich family in the village. His father owned many farms and shops, and their family lived in a big haveli near the temple. When Arjun first saw Ananya, he could not take his eyes off her. Soon, they became friends. They started meeting near the river, walking through the green fields, and talking for hours. Arjun shared his dreams with her, and Ananya shared her hopes and fears. Slowly, they fell deeply in love. One evening, while watching the sunset near the lake, Arjun held Ananya's hand and said softly, "Ananya, I love you. Will you marry me?" Tears of happiness filled her eyes. "Yes, Arjun," she whispered. "I love you too." They dreamed of building a beautiful future together. But their happiness did not last long. When Arjun's parents heard about Ananya, they became angry. His mother said, "Arjun, that girl is poor. She is not suitable for our family." His father agreed immediately. "You must marry someone from a rich family," he said strictly. Arjun tried to explain. "I love Ananya. She is kind, honest, and pure-hearted. Money is not everything." But his parents refused to listen. "If you marry her," his father warned, "we will cut all ties with you." Ananya came to know about everything. Her heart broke. She loved Arjun deeply, but she did not want him to suffer because of her. One day, she met him near the river and said with tears in her eyes, "Maybe we should not marry. I don't want to become the reason for problems in your family." Arjun held her hands tightly. "No, Ananya, I will always love you." But despite all efforts, his parents never changed their minds. Days turned into months. Ananya cried many nights silently while looking at the moon from her small window. Finally, she made a painful decision. "Arjun," she said one day, "sometimes love alone is not enough. Maybe God has different plans for us." Arjun was heartbroken, but he understood her pain. They hugged each other and cried together. After that, they decided to remain friends, even though their hearts were shattered. Life moved on slowly. Ananya continued helping her family and teaching children in the village. Everyone loved her because she was kind and humble. Arjun helped his father manage the family business, but deep inside, he never forgot Ananya. Years passed. One day, Ananya's father became seriously ill. The family had no money for proper treatment. When Arjun heard the news, he immediately came to help. He brought medicines, food, and money for the treatment. Ananya was touched by his kindness. "You still care so much for us," she said emotionally. Arjun smiled softly. "I will always care for you, Ananya." Her father slowly recovered. During this difficult time, Ananya and Arjun spent more time together again. Their old feelings returned stronger than before. But they still knew his parents would never accept their relationship. Soon, Arjun had to leave for Mumbai for work. Before leaving, he said, "I will come back for you one day." Ananya smiled sadly. "I'll wait." In Mumbai, Arjun worked day and night. He learned business, earned money, and became successful. But even in the busy city, he never stopped thinking about Ananya. He wrote letters to her regularly, and every letter ended with the same words: "I still love you." Ananya waited patiently in the village. Years later, Arjun finally returned to Sundarpur. The moment Ananya opened the door and saw him standing outside, tears filled her eyes. "You came back," she whispered. Arjun smiled. "I promised you." That evening, they sat together near the river again, just like old times. Then Arjun said firmly, "I have my own money now. I can build my own life. I don't need anyone's permission anymore." Ananya looked at him with surprise and emotion. "Are you sure?" "Yes," he replied, "because you are my happiness." This time, they decided not to let society separate them. A few weeks later, they got married in a simple village ceremony with blessings from Ananya's family and close friends. There were flowers, dole music, laughter, and tears of joy. Ananya's parents refused to attend the wedding. But Ananya and Ananya did not let that stop them. After marriage, they moved to Mumbai and started a new life together. Life was not easy. They struggled with money, work, and responsibilities, but they always supported each other. Years passed, and slowly they built a happy home filled with love and respect. They had children and taught them important values: kindness, honesty, and the importance of true love. As they grew old together, they often sat on their balcony drinking chai and remembering their long journey. One evening, Ananya smiled and said, "Our love survived every storm." Arjun held her hand and replied, "Because true love never gives up." And so, Ananya and Arjun lived a beautiful life together, proving that real love is stronger than money, pride, or society. The end. If you enjoyed this emotional English story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring stories to improve your English every day.